Differences between Russia and the European Union have entered a critical phase, with oil being the latest bargaining chip for both sides. While Russia seems to be intent on reducing supplies to the bloc, the EU is keen on capping the price it will pay for imports. On September the 2nd, the group of 7 finance ministers agreed to impose a price cap on Russian oil aimed at slashing revenues from Moscow's military operations in Ukraine while keeping oil flowing to avoid price spikes. Not to be left behind, the Kremlin issued a statement saying it would stop selling oil to countries implementing the price cap, as such a move would destabilize the global oil markets. And much like an elephant in the room, the U.S. admitted its presence fell after the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury issued a guide price of $44 per barrel for Russian oil, a move which directly cuts the price of Russian oil. The $44 per barrel is not an arbitrary figure. In fact, it is the price that Russia incurs to produce oil. So by stating a price cap in which there is no room for profit, the U.S. seems hell-bent on banning shipments from Russia altogether. While it is obvious that the U.S. is playing a war game, it is the submissiveness of the Brussels that comes as a surprise. Rather than looking after the interests of its people, it seems keen to be on the good books of Uncle Sam. The G7 countries can only import from OPEC countries and the United States if they cannot buy oil from Russia. A sudden increase in demand will naturally raise the price of oil, but make it worthwhile for the US and OPEC countries. Therefore, there is no real benefit for Europe in not buying Russian oil or limiting the price at which it will import. It is more like lifting a stone and dropping it at their own feet. The international crude oil market is a clear seller's market, and one of the ways the U.S. wants to curb Russia's oil trade is to ask OPEC to increase production. But on September the 5th, OPEC Plus decided to make a small production cut in October, the first time major oil producers have lowered their monthly output since August 2021. This could be worrisome for consumers as supplies have tightened due to the EU sanctions on Russian oil. The proposed price cap on Russian oil is a ridiculous idea that could backfire on the US and the other G7 countries, according to Gail Luft, the co-director of the Institute for Analysis of Global Security. In addition, the West wants to involve more oil importers such as India and Turkey to make the price cap work. And for now, this is also something that is fraught with challenges.